Okay, everyone, this is Dr. Pete. I haven't done a video for a while because I've done so many topics over the years, but I have been working on this concept of the Penny University stuff about taking some topics and different courses and talking about them for the students to use and develop a little bit more. So I'll be rolling that out at some point. I got one video done, but I'm going to keep working on other areas and units and things like that. So I'm still working on that. But one of the things I think that's important is talking about the concept of networking in the courses. Often, most online courses are even on site, obviously. You have a component of interaction, meaning like with discussion posts, live lectures, or just in class, right? And I think oftentimes people, and it's gotten worse over the years, where they say, well, I can do everything here, and I just want to do this. I don't want to talk to anyone I don't want to talk to. I want everything to be perfect. A Pollyanna world. And I'm all about living in fantasy world and Pollyanna, okay? Meaning we just kind of want everything wonderful. And I think that's normal. But having said that, we're here to learn, right? We're here to grow. And there's my job as a professor isn't to pick what's right or wrong politically, what you're saying, especially in government class, but to say, look, let's learn about government and let's learn about political science, and then you can do the politics later on other pages or other places or in person. But what's nice is to engage people in a safe academic environment, meaning if you don't understand where someone's coming from, it's okay to ask. Sometimes, while you may not agree on someone's politics, you may relate to them on maybe something they volunteer or if they're serving as a first responder or military, or maybe they pursuing a degree you are pursuing, or maybe you live in the same area. All these ways to connect with people, and I think people oftentimes go, let me look for ways not to connect or disconnect with people. Whereas there's a different way of looking at it, saying, well, I get that we have differences, but maybe we can connect on these levels. We go to the same school, we were, went to the same high school, educational pursuits, family pursuits, might know some people the same, jobs, whatever it is that you can connect on. And I'm not saying you got to be lifetime buddies, right? But it doesn't hurt if someone's going for a degree you're going for. Maybe they've taken professors or courses that they could say, hey, this is what this course is about. This could help you out. This could trip you up. Here's some examples of the papers I did, not to copy them, but just to just understand what the professor's looking for and things like that. There's all these wonderful ways to attach and connect with people, right? I would suggest you want to take it to the next level. Most professors will make time. Let me say this, at least I will. And what you do with that time and how you connect is up to you, right? But most professors would be willing to say, okay, I want to connect and listen to what you need or maybe answer questions. But they also it might just be as simple as saying, let me get a phone call or let me get an email or ask for help in the class, and then you can tap into their expertise or maybe learn a little bit more about who they are so you can see, okay, I like that about them or I don't like that, but I think I can take this from them and really focus on the positives, right? So there's all these ways to connect and work together, and networking in my mind is very important. It's not just something for a job or, I'm going to do it for money, or sometimes it's just nice to know people and say, yeah, I know so and so, they live in this area and I need to know a little bit about this, or I'm traveling there, or whatever, right? In the agency, a lot of times we call that local knowledge, and that's you can't pay enough for that, right? You can pay for it, but why pay for it when you can make friends with people and they can help you, right? And those are the concepts I'm trying to push here. I think the more you connect with people, the more they see you as a human, right? The more you see them as a human, and the more that you can get done together, especially when it's not in a situation that's confrontational, like a course. It shouldn't be as confrontational. It should be more about growing and learning and educating, things like that, right? So that's just something to think about. I appreciate the concept and idea, and keep submitting. I'm more than happy to talk about them. Thank you, and best of luck.